Your answer on that, like, it changes, because if it is grape, then I would say that that's not, like, it doesn't fucking matter, it's not really grape in my opinion. No, listen.
No?
My point is, she is drunk, and then she consents to the sex, but afterwards she says she regrets it.
Okay, so
I've been there.
so the answer.
Yeah, for example,
Do you know the answer? What the answer is? It's a very simple answer. Yes,
Well,
it's very fucking obvious. Anybody agree with graping? Is there ever a good time to grape?
what the fuck is graping?
Okay,
Sorry,
we
I
can't
don't
say
know what graping
the
is.
actual word. You
Graping.
just
Oh, graping. Oh,
yeah,
that's it, that's-
Xen, just because you're talking a different language doesn't mean that it's allowed.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck.
Yes.
okay.
Oh fuck. Yes is right.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't think there's
Oh
many
shit,
Dutch
lastig.
languages.
Yes.
Hey, stil.
Okay.
Even rustig landen,
So
maatje.
is there
Even rustig
ever
landen, maatje.
is there ever a time where graping is allowed?
No, I think you're just a desperate little fuckhead who gets no bitches because you don't have any social skills. So I think
Let's
you're
think
just
about
a
it.
mess. And I think you deserve. I think I had a discussion with my friend the other day, and we thought of like a fitting punishment for people who can't fucking keep their dicks in their fucking pants when people are not wanting to fuck them. You know?
Okay. What?
So we
Yeah.
thought like pedophiles and like raping and shit. You know, it's sort
Hey,
of disgusting. Just chop the thing
graping,
off.
graping in a video game. Yes.
Yeah, in game,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course. I mean, you just chop the thing off. So if you can't control the thing you have, the little schlong, you just don't get the right to have it. So you just
So
chop
you
it off
can't
and then
think of
you,
any scenario where it would be okay.
Yeah, oh, I can. I
can
actually
think
believe
of
that's
one.
fine.
Wait, okay, so can you think of?
Oh no! I was talking about the castrating part. I think that's very fitting.
No,
but
okay. So can you think of any time, any scenario whatsoever where graping is okay?
Oh yeah. When there's only two people left in the world, and the
Good
girl,
man, Ilya. Let's
and-
fucking go.
and the girl is
Let's
too like
fucking go, bro.
and
Yes.
she's like, oh, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable doing
Yes.
this. And then you can
Yes.
grape.
Good job,
you can
Ilya.
grab some
Yes.
grapes. But that's only when that shit
It's a
happens, and
scenario, bro. It's a scenario. So yes, I would definitely
Yeah.
stand with you on that position. Anybody disagree? None of you could think of the fucking example. Yeah, Ilyas is handed to you on a plate. Anybody disagree with that? Any takers of why that would be a good idea? That wouldn't be a good idea? Ooh,
because
silence.
otherwise,
Okay, so I'll take the opposition. No, it's not a good idea. Even though I agree with it normally, I can also pose an argument for why it wouldn't be a good idea.
No, okay.
Sure.
I want to hear this.
Okay, so the idea is that, well, she has just as much of a say in whether she wants the human race to continue on or go extinct from this moment forward.
No,
That's your good argument.
Yeah.
no, that's not.
Why not?
What if
Who
I
gets?
don't give
Wait a
a
minute.
single
Who
fuck?
gets to decide whether the human race continues from that moment forward?
I think it's just our fucking. Our purpose in life is to reproduce.
boss,
Okay,
I think I'm
you
about
wanna-
to say
So I
something
think
very
it's
sexist.
just sometimes you just have to make a little sacrifice. Like okay, it's
Little
might not be a very
sacrifices.
fun
Getting
situation.
graped is a little sacrifice.
No, it's
You wanna
not.
hear the
It's not.
last
It's
human, yes, and
compared
you're
compared to
gonna
less
say
human.
it's
It is like I feel a duty to like my family is fucking.
Your family doesn't exist. You're just two people. You're just two
Yes,
people.
but that's why I want to keep my legacy going. I want to. The whole thing is like I reproduce so I can.
What if
die-
she has a good argument for why your fucking lineage should die out, and that so should she's? What if she has a good argument for why it's not
Okay,
actually good?
Give the good argument. What's
Wow.
the good argument? Why should humanity die?
Boss.
Yes.
What if it's like a dumb bitch who gets drunk and then you fuck her? Is that rape or not?
Wait, Xen. Two mistakes. Two mistakes.
What?
One of them is you said grape, right? Grape was the word
Oh,
you used.
sorry.
Yes.
The witch
And second,
rape.
okay. So the second thing is you are fucking unhinged. Because we are talking about a very specific scenario, and here
No,
you
but
go
your
with your
answer on
unhinged
that-
takes.
Your answer on that, like, it changes, because if it is grape, then I would say that that's not like, it doesn't fucking matter, it's not really grape in my opinion.
Oh my god.
You
can't
the fact
be-
that we say
yeah,
grape is just a curveball, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
you can't be
if,
serious right now.
If she got drunk, it's kind of her own fault, right? She's just being fucking retarded.
Okay, right? You are not part of my community. What the fuck is this take, Zen? What the fuck is this take, you piece of shit?
Is it really grape?
Well,
What do you think,
she consented to
moron?
drinking the fucking alcohol and shit, right?
What do you
if you
think?
force her to drink it, then
What
yeah,
is the
it's
meaning of grape, Zen? What is the meaning of grape?
Are you
Like,
saying that
fucking
if she was
someone
in
who
a
doesn't want to
coma,
be
it wouldn't be
fucking
No,
grape either?
okay. Zen, what is the meaning of grape?
like having sex with someone who doesn't want to.
Oh, all right, okay. And is she in the state of mind to make that decision?
I mean, she got there herself, right?
She got drunk, right? So she's not in the state of mind is the correct answer. And even if she was like capable of making it, you still say that she doesn't want it.
okay, my verdict stands.
Yeah, you stand on
You're
the-
allowed to
Well
rape
done.
someone.
Wait,
someone
grape.
if it's grape. Sorry, I have to get used to censorship. Okay, it's okay because otherwise,
Wait,
you just have to.
You
because
guys can't be
the humanity
serious.
can't
Wait,
die.
grape. Wait, Ilya, you're talking about the previous example. Let's get this straight, right?
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
so we've moved on from that point because Zen is being fucking unhinged, like usual.
No, but think about it.
No, I don't need to think about it. It's a very simple answer. It's grape, you dumb
I don't
fuck,
know
you
what this-
imbecile,
what this-
you baboon. You're a baboon, Zen. You have the IQ of a fucking
humanity
worm.
would perish if you didn't.
No,
right?
Ilya, we're
Or is
talking
that-
about a separate case. Get with the topic, right? We're talking about
What the
Zen.
fuck?
Yeah, we're talking about Zen's scenario here because he, unlike us, is talking about something that legitimately happens in the world and is classed as grape for a good reason. Yet Zen is confused about why that is, which makes me worry because according to him, as long as she's drunk, you can do whatever you want to her.
No, I mean,
No,
if she
no, right?
consents while drunk. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, okay, so if she's drunk, then you can do anything to her,
No,
right?
if she consents while drunk, if she like.
Wait,
starts
that's
it
not what you
consenting.
said before. That's not what you said
No,
before.
I don't mean if she's drunk. Then
You
can
piece of
fucking
shit,
fuck her while
you're
she
changing your
exists, but no.
statement because you realize how fucking unhinged it is. So,
No, listen.
No?
My point is, she is drunk and then she consents to the sex, but afterwards she says she regrets it.
okay,
Oh,
so,
I've been there. I've
Okay.
been there. and
So the
it's
an-
bad,
Yeah,
it's bad.
for example,
It's very
Elias,
fucking
do you know the
rape a
answer? What the
woman,
answer is?
grape.
It's a very simple answer. It's grape. Okay. The idea is obviously this is a big contention, meaning that she has a way to prove that she wasn't in the right mind to make that decision, which would be something like an alcohol test. If she had had an alcohol test and she can prove that she was clearly not in the right state of mind, yet that other person totally ignored it and yet went, agreed with her consensually, consenting, even though she's not in the right state of mind, and she says that it's grape, then the law will agree with that.
Okay, I have three questions.
Engage with what I said, motherfucker. You asked
you
a
said
question. Do you like my answer?
I mean, I disagree.
How?
But-
Why?
Well, first of all, wouldn't you say that it's like at least partially her own responsibility if she chose to get drunk? 2, what if the guy was
Yes.
also drunk? And 3, what if he didn't even know she was drunk? Now what?
Okay. Well, that's why I said to you, this all hinges on her being able to prove that she is drunk during that time where she did consent. Okay. So that's why I said that. I put that little caveat in there because it's very important that she's able to do that. Now, if I have to contend with all three of them, if he's drunk, doesn't make a difference. That's even a worse reason why they shouldn't be having intercourse, although the court would be a lot more reasonable about it because if you're both drunk at the same time, it means you're both not in a right state of mind and that they will rule that as possibly like let it pass. The idea is that both of you were fucking drunk, you're doing stupid shit. You shouldn't be in the same place together while you're drunk, yada yada yada, and they'll probably rule it not in favor of him or her, but just like neutral, like nothing happens from this case. That is very common. Okay. The second thing is that she does. What was the other two?
Like,
But it's only if she
what if
says
the guy-
later that
the
it's
other
rape,
two
right?
was 1, if the guy
Yes, that's the
doesn't
idea.
know she's drunk, and 2,
Okay, then I'm fine.
don't you
Okay.
think it's her own
Alright.
responsibility? for
Then he
getting
has to
drunk?
be able to prove that she wasn't drunk, and she has to prove that she was drunk. That's why that
Well, I mean,
contingency
what if
is in
the
there.
guy, while he does it, doesn't know that she in that moment
And
was
that's
drunk?
why I'm saying he will need to prove that. He will need to prove that, no, actually, she was totally sober when she consented. Thus, it's
Well, I
not
mean,
rape.
what if the guy, what if the guy afterwards realizes she was drunk, but while doing it, he thought she was sober?
I'm telling you.
Poor judgment.
Yes,
Poor
the
judgment.
idea is that's what the judge is going to say. They're going to say, I need proof. If anybody has proof of you that she wasn't actually drunk, she was in the right state of mind when she consented, then all of this goes out the window. Because
No, but that's not what I'm saying.
I
at all.
understand, Xen. This is the argument. Like,
No, you don't understand.
okay,
Let me
let's do
explain
it again.
explain. I'm saying if the guy thinks she is not drunk, but she is actually.
Okay.
Like not while having the court.
Mm-hmm.
While having the court he realized, but while having the sex he didn't.
Okay. So does that make him not guilty or guilty?
I mean, I'm asking you, in my opinion, it's fucking retarded for the woman and it's her own fault, but
Okay, Zen, the right answer is, again, he needs to be able to prove, because what you are saying is that at the moment he thought she was totally fine. That's why he went with it and he accepted her consent while he thought she was not sober. If she,
you prove
okay, if she, I've already explained, this was one of my first statements, if you were paying attention. Nonetheless, the way you could prove that is with like an alcohol test. That would be one thing. Now, you're going to ask me, okay, where the fuck is she going to get an alcohol test? I don't fucking know. Figure it out for yourself. But you need evidence or camera footage from the night of the event. Then they will monitor that and see, oh, really? Was it possible for this guy to perceive her as being sober? Or was she falling over all the fucking time? She was clearly fucking drunk, yet he's just saying that in his own defense. So again, he will need to provide evidence to suggest that at the time he had reason to believe that she was sober. And she will probably need to provide evidence that actually points to the opposite being true. So there you go. There's your answer. It's the same answer as before. Just
okay, and the third question, don't you think there's an amount of responsibility you would have to put on the woman for drinking?
obviously, that's why we have laws in place that people can't just drink at any age possible, because they're not in the right state of mind to even make the decision to drink. Now, if they're over the age of consent, over the age of drinking, then obviously you've got to think about other things. But that, you're talking about a personal responsibility. The judge does not enact personal responsibility on a human being. They enact federal responsibility, state responsibility. They are ruling in favor of one or the other party being guilty. They're not going to be the one who's saying to you, bad girl, behave yourself. That's not their job. Their job is to look at serious crimes and identify them as such, and not just tell them, oh, right, this is probably the way you want to live your life. That's for the therapist to do, your mom, your surroundings. Those are the things that are going to minimize the percentage rate at which these kind of scenarios happen. Okay? So if you are raised in an environment where you're told, hey, make sure that you're careful when you drink because shit can happen. Be careful who you're flirting with, blah, 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 blah. She's heard this all her life, then she's prepared in that scenario for that event to occur. And so she doesn't drink too much, okay? Now, if she is emotionally, immature and she gets herself into a situation like that, and she is taken advantage of because it's clearly obvious that she is drunk and this guy has taken her state of mind at the time as she is drunk and actually said, yeah, it was totally valid that she consented, when that can be proven that that's not the case, then the court will rule in her favor and say, yes, while she is immature, she still doesn't deserve to be abused, which that's what happens. So it's different when the court finishes, she will get that thrashing, or she should get that thrashing from the people around of her, saying to her, you're not responsible enough to go out and fucking drink by yourself because you get yourself into these fucking problems. Nonetheless, that's not the job of the judge or the court or the federal or state system. That's not their job. Their job is to persecute people.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I just think it's stupid. People get like
yes. So do I, Xen. So do I, Xen. But I'm not the judge.
Yeah. People get drunk and have sex all of the time, and now you're like reliant on a
Yes.
woman's like opinion of
No,
it afterwards.
no,
You're-
we're not, Xen. I've made it very clear from the start. She would need to provide evidence to support her claims. I've made it very clear from the start. Just her opinion of the matter, that shit doesn't slide in court because guess what? His opinion and her opinion are just as equal as the other. So if she says he did it, he did, and he says, no, I didn't, then
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, you said
okay,
opinion.
okay.
You said
Just-
opinion.
just-
That's what
just-
opinion is.
Just so I'm understanding this right, okay? Because I'm
Can I
starting to
say
get
something?
paranoid right now.
Let me talk. Men in the club,
Alright.
all of the time, get drunk or not even get drunk themselves, have sex with fucking drunk women. That's like in the Western world, like this fucking everyday shit that goes on. And now you're telling me that you expect those men to go to the club, have a fucking drunk woman hit on them and fucking touch their crotch fucking on their own
Yeah.
in the
And
club
back
then
off.
not fuck them.
Yes.
That's retarded.
No, it's not retarded. If you really need to go to the fucking club, get drunk and somehow end up in bed with a random woman that night and you can't leave it for the next day when she's in a good state of mind to ask her, or get a good, clear indication that she's just as much into this as you when she's in the right state of mind, then I'm sorry, my guy, you need to go home, jerk off, okay, and come back the next day with a clear mind as she does and make sure that you're okay and eventually blossom into a relationship. And it's obvious at that point that you're in a relationship, you're two consenting adults, so these occurrences don't oftenly occur in that kind of situation. But you're talking about a one night stand right now. I meet a girl at a club, I get drunk, she gets drunk, we leave the club together, we go home, we fuck, we wake up the next day, and now I have papers from the fucking court saying that she's gonna fucking take me to court because I raped her. That's what we are talking about.
Okay. So just so I'm starting to get paranoid here, and I feel like I'm guilty of something I shouldn't be guilty for.
Why?
This only counts. It's only bad if she said it was rape, because I went to a lot of parties, but it's like girls of my class, you know.
Wait, Ilya, I
Let's say
don't know
you go
what
to a
position
party
you
with a girl
held.
in your class, right? And you have sex with her.
Yeah,
Don't you
yeah,
think
like,
it's
and
this
she
fucking
doesn't.
death
She
where
liked it.
you
Like
choose
it's
to
all
have-
consensual, you know.
Wait,
Well,
no,
yeah,
we are talking
let's say
about drunk people.
Oh my God.
We're talking
She's
about
drunk,
drunk
we
people.
were drunk. We
She's
were
drunk.
drunk, but we planned to do it like.
Wait,
in
that's
advance, like-
different, Ilya. That's a different scenario. That's not what we're talking about right now. We are talking about a scenario where you go to the club with a woman, okay? You're both drunk, okay? And you end up in bed together having sex that night. The idea is that neither you nor her are in the right state of mind to be consenting
What
to
if
having
it's only the
sex.
woman drunk?
Then it's
Well,
even
I
worse,
think
Xen.
it's just wonderful, man. I think that's just.
So you expect this man to be like, I'm not gonna have sex with her, instead of the most men are gonna think probably she will be fine with it afterwards, so I'm just gonna hope she doesn't
Okay,
abuse me.
go and
That's
find a
realistic.
woman who's not fucking drunk and fuck her. Why don't you just do that?
I always just say like,
Because
are
you
you
need
okay?
her
You
at
just
fuck.
No,
just
you
confirm,
you
like,
need
she's
her to
alright.
be drunk so she accepts your invitation to fuck because you're an ugly motherfucker who can't pull a girl while she's not drunk apparently.
No, I don't mean you fucking make her drink a lot of alcohol and then ask for the sex.
Well,
I mean, like,
apparently
you go to
the
club,
drunk is a requirement for
already
you.
drunk. You go to the club, she's already drunk, and then you
That's
end up
awesome.
Like,
You should back the fuck off. You can dance with her. You can have a conversation with her and plan to meet up the next day. At no point should you be leaving the bar to go home and fuck her. All right? You need to
Yeah,
go
so-
home and jerk off and call her the next day, organize a meeting, a date, go and meet her, take her out for the day, and go and fuck her that night. All right?
Okay, so do you think that's a do you think it's a realistic thing to expect this from these men?
Yes.
Who have these fucking drunk women
Yes.
next to
And this is coming from me,
grabbing his
Xen.
crotch fucking
This is
randomly
coming
alone.
from me, who I have probably fucked more women than all of you combined. Okay? Yes.
Okay. Chill out.
Yes.
And two-
I'm not proud of it, but I have been like pretty fucking bad in my teenage years.
Trust me, you're nowhere even close. You're nowhere even close. You're nowhere even
Do you
close.
think it's making
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay. It's not a race, by the way.
Yes.
But okay.
Does it
what I'm
seem
trying
like
to
you
say is,
wanted to make
I
it
have
one?
this rule.
Okay.
And it's pretty simple. Like in the Netherlands, we just get drunk. It's like not in a club. It's like in a house party where you already know. You're
That's
like,
a different scenario, Ilya. Because you're
but
saying
you're not like gonna text them before you go to the party. Like, hey, are we gonna get drunk and
you're
fuck? It's like,
conflicting
that's-
two
that's
things.
the, like,
Ilya,
the-
this is the crucial detail. You knew each other before you went out. This is a crucial
Okay, so
fucking
that-
deal.
okay, so that
This
makes a
is yes, obviously, because if you had known somebody before,
okay.
you could have even had emotions for each other, and this was just something that was bound to fucking happen. Then you have a good argument. You can go to court and you can say, "I've known this person for years. I have this and this example of an event that happened that gave me the good sign to realize and think that sex was on the table, that something more than just friends was on the table." You can argue these things in court. But this scenario we are talking about is you don't know the girl before you enter the club. You enter the club, she's drunk, you approach her, you dance, then you leave, you fuck her, and then what happens next? Zen is asking, should you be held accountable for that? My answer is yes.
Well-
It's very fucking obvious.
So another question, right? Do you think it's the
Circumstances,
exact same?
circumstances.
Let me talk. Do you think it's the exact same thing if like a man in the fucking dark alleyway pushes her on the ground, or if a man has sex with a drunk woman? Do you
What
think
the
those
fuck,
things are
bro?
like,
What
Okay,
the
okay.
actual fuck,
that kind
bro?
of digs your hole a little bit deeper
Yes,
there. That was not a
it's
nice,
insane. He does
example.
this all the time, but it's fine. I'll engage if you need me to. It's
Do
funny
you
though.
think those two things are equal?
No, obviously not.
The fucking alleyway thing is way worse, right?
Obviously. And thus it would be proven much easier. And that person would be convicted much easily. Nonetheless, the guy who's fucking her, even though she's drunk, not in the state of mind to be consenting, then he's also going to be accused of being guilty. If she can prove that she wasn't in the right state of mind. And he can't prove that she was, or whatever, against her. You could say it sucks, but the whole reason we have these laws in place is because of these scenarios where men get mixed signals. They try and, we have this whole concept. Now, agree or disagree with me. The idea is men are dominant, women are submissive. Therefore, I need to put myself onto her because she's unable to make fucking decisions for herself. And I need to help her make the decision. That I'm the dominant one.
Well, I thought you think like men and women make equal decisions.
What?
We argued about this before in the marriage, right? Where I thought like the men make better decisions, and now suddenly you agree with me.
No, Zen, I'm saying from your perspective, or from the perspective of people who do these kinds of things, this is the ideology.
You mean when drunk, okay.
Yes, the ideology stems from, I need to be the one, the leader, to be initiating this fucking thing. And the woman's argument is, I felt pressurized, I just felt too weak to show it. Now, although that sounds like bullshit to me, and I would argue with her, and I would tell her, get your fucking shit together after the court date finish, it doesn't mean that the court should rule against her. No, it should rule in her favor, because it was clearly she wasn't consenting. She wasn't in the right state of mind to consent in the first place. Therefore, this occurrence should not have happened in the first place. But it did, and he knew what happened, and if she can prove that, then he should be found guilty. Nonetheless, again, my stance on it should be the people who love her, around of her, should fucking drill it into her thick skull that you just can't be behaving this way. You are irresponsible, you are amateur, you are emotionally retarded, and you need to be treated like a fucking child because that's how you're acting. So, although I believe that, I still believe that the court should judge in her favor.